Part 3. Avoid these networking mistakes after you go networking. Now that the event is over and you're back home from networking, now what? Well, here are a few things to do in order to maximize your most recent networking efforts and avoid making these mistakes following your networking event. Check this out. How'd you do? Evaluate how you did at that networking event. What did you learn? What did you forget to say or bring? What did you say that was good? Not good. Repeat and rehearse it for the next time, or remember to forget it. Whoops, I won't say that again, or I won't do that again. Basically, you're just assessing what happened. Was the event fruitful? If you're not getting what you want from the events that you're attending, start looking at other events for inspiration and hope for new prospects or friends or something. You should be looking at all networking events as opportunities to find ways to help others, as we do know that. You'd be surprised at how much more effective this shift in mindset can be if you stop going to this group's networking events and just kind of shift gears and, I'm going to go over to this group and check them out. Oh, wow. Hey, you guys are a lot of fun. Oh, I like this place. Hey, I'm going to come back to the next one. What did you say that rocked? Yeah. What did you say that you liked or got a glowing response from? Write that down. Seriously, before you forget, or lodge it in your memory really good. Because as you attend more networking events and you continue to polish what you know will get the most impressive responses, you're going to want to repeat them. So pay attention during the networking event to what you talked about or what you said or what you did, or maybe even a funny joke, who knows. But something that drew the most attention and got you the best reactions. We want to make note of those and we want to repeat them. So here's something. What did you say that really tanked? And do you know what I mean by that word, tanked? This one should be the most obvious. What did you say to someone about yourself? Maybe something you said in response to what somebody else said that was a definite no-no to use at the next event. Yeah, I wish I could bite my tongue on that one. I wish I could take that back. Oh, I wish I didn't say it like that. Oh, man. Hopefully, you didn't say anything that you needed to apologize for, because if you do or you did, then don't ignore that faux pas. A sincere apology might just be in order, especially if you did something at the event that you said or did or you didn't do, you forgot to do. If the event is over, hey, call up that person or the host or somebody and say, hey, I want to apologize for eating all of your cake, or something, whatever it is. Okay. Another mistake people make after they go networking, they don't create their own system for organizing the leads they got from the networking event. Now, some people do, but most people don't. A really big mistake is that most people make when they go home after a networking event is that they don't have a real system in place to actually sort, filter, prioritize, and organize all the leads, conversation, potentials, sales, and other prospective outcomes from the event. Not having a system for organizing or filing business cards, maybe not hitting the phones to call people back, and then even make notes on those calls. That's what I do. Because when I call somebody, I got a business card here. I say, okay, let's give them a call. Dial, dial, dial. Bam. Get them on the phone. Talk, yeah. Okay, great. And then I have a system for taking notes in my contacts, system for anything that I say or, oh, really? Oh, okay, let me get their phone number real quick. Give it to me again. Okay, 818, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Hey, all right, great. Thanks a lot. I'm going to remember that. Yeah, I got it typed in here. Good. Thank you. So whatever system you create, it can be as simple as 1. General, not sure. I don't know if I should work with this person. They're a warm lead, follow up and inquire. Number 3, maybe they're absolutely somebody you want to call. Again, create some kind of system so that you can prioritize these leads that come in. And I'm sure you already do, but most people forget. And that's why I'm here to remind you. So scan those business cards into your computer, or take the cards, stack them, put them in the computer, and then ditch them, sadly. That's why a lot of people don't even have business cards anymore. They say, oh, I have my phone with me. Let me get your name and number right here on the spot. Just call me and I'll know it's you. And then, give me your business card, because then I'll type it in. Or here, you type it in. You type in your name, because I'm going to talk to this person while you type in your contact information. And I appreciate that. I look forward to us getting together. So when you do all of that stuff, you're creating a system. You're putting your contact profile accounts together in your computer or your phone. And many people, maybe they use Gmail. So they use the contacts version of their Gmail, which then ties into their phone, or, whatever they got, iPhone, who knows, whatever you use something to keep track of all the leads you get, so that after the event, you're organized and you can call them back and everything's fresh in your memory. Here's something. Share your newly formed contacts with your current friends, colleagues, clients, etc. Not many people ever think of sharing their networking experience with their friends and colleagues who didn't attend the event. It's always courteous, not a requirement, but to ask permission from those you met to share their information with your inner circle of friends, associates, and colleagues. Even if it's a phone number or an email, it's good to ask permission first. Once you get their okay, reach out to make introductions in a timely manner, not weeks or days or months later, but right after you met that person. Do it that week. I know that Noah's always doing that, because she's actually out there, and I do it too, but I've seen Noah do it. She'll be at an event, she'll meet 2 or 3 great people, and then guess what? She'll tell me about them, because that's why I know it's done by her, because she's doing it to me. Hey, Bart, I got these 2 people I want you to meet. Great, thanks. And I'll do the same to her. But we can do it to other people, because our friends can't be where we are all the time. And sometimes we are in places that they wish they could be at, or we don't know. Sometimes Noah calls me and she says, oh, Bart, you should have been at last night's networking event. Oh, it was really great. I wish you were here. You could have been here. But I wasn't, because I was busy. I was somewhere else. But that's the thing. Our friends can't be at these great events. We are, so we're going to make contacts and we're going to share those leads with our friends and our clients. And then here's another one. Another mistake people make after the event. Out of sight, out of mind. Follow-up is essential. And as you can imagine, about 99% of people who say they're interested in following up with you never do. So, you need to take the initiative. Do the grown-up thing and follow up, because 99% of the time, these people do not reach out. They say they will. They want to. They're excited. They were so glad to meet you. Cricket. Nothing happens after the event. They'll actually appreciate it if you do reach out. And that's why I usually do reach out to talk to people. Because Bart, thanks for calling. Oh, you made my day. Oh, my day's been going so bad. Hey, yeah, let's talk about last night, what we talked about. Yeah, all right. All right, great, yeah. It usually takes 2 to 3 more communications for that new contact to become a new friend or client. So keep the momentum going after the event when people still remember who you are. If you wait too long and you feel the other person has some hesitation in reaching out to you, again, you take that first step. You make that call. Don't let your own networking efforts go to waste. You reach out to them. If you take notes on business cards or paper or in your phone about the conversations you've had, it'll be easy to call these people up and get them to oh, yeah, oh, it was great talking to you too. Use those notes in order to create a personal message via email, let's say, or voicemail. If you don't reach them, they'll be impressed. Yes, I'm reaching out, connecting with you, following up with our conversation we had last night about XYZ. Yeah, I really want to get some information about that. Okay, great. Thanks a lot. Sorry I didn't reach you. Call me when you have a chance. Phone number is blah, blah, blah. Some folks are great at getting back to people. They call people every 6 months or sooner, or more frequently, or send them handwritten cards for the holidays, maybe even for their birthday. Again, people are impressed with follow-ups and eventually will give them their business to you if there's a match. Here's something for you. Maximize and capitalize. You got some fresh leads from the event you just attended. Jump on them. Follow up promptly. And see them through to the end to where you turn those leads into sales. Create your own follow-up chart, especially if you met a number of people that you want to follow up with. Work that chart by calling the people and leaving notes next to their names, such as LM left a message, CB, I'll call him back, or WCM, will call me. If you happen to call their home or office and speak to someone other than the person you're calling, be respectful, qualify what you are calling about and how much you are looking forward to talking with that new client that you just made. You never know what that relationship is going to turn into. You definitely want to hear a nice report about how you handled your call with that third party. Who knows who that person is? They work with them. They're married to them. Who knows? I remember calling a sales trainer at his home, and I actually got his wife on the phone. So I knew to be really careful and kind and polite and be respectful of her time. And I know you guys know this, but I was just really overly cool with her and very nice. Well, boy, that got back to the sales trainer. And the sales trainer said, "Bart, my wife spoke to you." I said, "Yeah, she did. She answered the phone. Yeah, but she said some really nice things about you, and I really appreciate that. That means a lot to me." And I'm like, "Hey, I'm glad it does. So, let's carry on our conversation from yesterday." "No problem, Bart. I'm glad to." You never know who you're going to be running into and talking to that's connected to the contact that you met at the event. Okay? So, cool. Post your networking results on your website and social media accounts. A lot of people don't do that. This means posting your networking results on all of your social media accounts, people that you met, the things you found out, the things you learned. Do the rounds. Post what you did, where you went, who you went with, if you went with people. Thank the host. Talk about the host. Talk about something you learned. Help promote people you met there offline with others online. Pick out 3 to 5 people, or maybe 1 to 2, that you thought were the most interesting that you talked to, and mention their website or other online presence so people in your inner circle can learn more about them. Say hello to those you met in social media. Like them on their Facebook page. Go check them out. That's what I do. After the event, I'll go home, I'll look at their Facebook page, maybe a fan page, and I'll like it. And then I'll send them a comment that says, "Hey, I just commented on your website and I liked it and everything. And hey, here's a photo of us that you can use on your profile." You can also start preparing for the next networking event. This is a mistake people make. They go to an event, they go home. They have no plans on going to the next event, or they don't know when the next event is. So I'm telling you, plan and prepare for the next networking event, even based on your efforts and results from the previous networking event. To make the next networking event even more successful, start preparing for it today, tonight, tomorrow. Order more books, order more supplies, order more flyers. Are you running out of business cards? Make sure you get some. No doubt, if you brought books or products for sale, you might need to order more to replenish what you sold. Keep your eye on the calendar for shipping reasons. Okay, I got an event coming up. When's this going to get to me? The next networking event might be coming up real soon. So get a jump on ordering product and the shipping times. Maybe you need to get new copies of whatever you handed out. Same thing. Jump on it now while it's fresh in your mind and not the night before the next event. Bring cash for change. Make sure you get cash prior to the next event. If you didn't have a credit card swiper or app for your phone to accept credit cards, don't show up the next time without one. Order it today. Whatever else you think you might need, order it now. Don't be caught off guard going to the next event unprepared. Another mistake people make. Host your own networking events. Do you think you can do a better job at hosting your own networking event? Would your business benefit more if you conducted your own meet and greet events with friends and clients in your industry or expertise? Then by all means, start the groundwork to create your own events or meetup group, especially if you're new to the area. What have you learned from the other past networking events that you've attended? What can you improve on? What would you gain by having your own event? You know? Make notes of how they conduct their events and how you can improve. And of course, it's so much different when you have your own event. Imagine going to an event and you're just a guest. Well, you got to be kind of a little careful about how you go about talking about yourself, or you're only going to meet a few people. But if you actually conduct your own events, well, now everybody knows who you are. And you don't have to be so direct with what you do. You can be more indirect, play more of the host, help people meet each other. And everything that you do that you might want to promote, I don't want to just say stick it in the corner, but honestly, have a table where you have your stuff and you've invited your guests to bring their stuff and put it on the table as well. Many times throughout the night, you can congregate by that table. And you can talk to people. You don't even have to leave the table. You can just stay right there, buy your stuff, and people just come to you and they're talking to you. It's your event. It's awesome. So, whether you're networking to socialize or to promote a book, product, or a service, in today's world, it's so easy to start your own networking event or meetup group. Meetup.com provides all the tools and software and organizational systems. Decide on a topic for your event and look forward to networking with others who share your interests. Join a few other meetup groups for creative ideas on how to start your own group before you actually take the plunge. You can eventually alternate between your events and other groups to bring even more people together. In the beginning, like everything else, it may take time to build, but be persistent. And again, by going to other events, you can learn how to make your networking event a total success.